In 1960, Walt Disney Imagineering gave the world audio animatronics. And for nearly 6 decades, the world has been working on perfecting them. And it seems technology is getting close to perfection. It's often been said, if you want a job done right, then you need to do it yourself. But maybe someone should add to that. If you want something done that's different, you need to find someone who sees the world in a different way. When Disneyland opened on July 17, 1955, it was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. Truly an American original. And its originality was birthed from its core design principles: storytelling, immersion, and technology. The transformation of turning the orange grove of Anaheim, California into Disneyland, USA is an illusion. To step inside is to step inside of the Disneyland story. And for the day, you leave your problems and your worries all behind. Disneyland was designed by filmmakers and storytellers, not architects and engineers. By the time the front gates had opened, Walt Disney Pictures had already made over 25 full-length films. And even though they set out to design a theme park, they ended up creating a stage. Once you walk under the train tracks, you step on a stage at Disneyland. You step into a world that you can never see out of. Whether walking through its streets, shopping on Main Street, or discovering one of its many lands, the design of the park creates full immersion. You're not just at Disneyland, you're inside of it. You step inside the story, and the story comes to life. The story was set, the stage was built, but it would take 8 years to add lifelike characters that could do more than simple movements. In 1950, Walt Disney, on a vacation in New Orleans, found an antique singing bird in a cage. In Walt's determined mind, Disney had been doing animation on film for over a decade. It would be a worthy challenge to try some three-dimensional animation. And when technology caught up to imagination, audio animatronics were born. The first project was the 1963 Enchanted Tiki Room, where the audio recorded on tape would not only create sound, but inform the robotics how to animate their movements. The technology that was created to flap feathers, raise wings, and move beaks had so much more promise for the world of themed entertainment. The Tiki Room's simple birds, flowers, and tiki gods were just a promising start to a bright future. In Hollywood, sometimes you have to audition for the job you want. Walt's Tiki Room was the audition that got Disney hired to create 4 major attractions for 1964's World's Fair in New York City, where Disney brought a small-scale Disneyland to the fair to salute the children of the world. A 9-minute boat ride titled "It's a Small World, a Salute to UNICEF." In Progress Land, Disney created a unique theater experience, circling the audience around various stages in the center. And the Ford Rotunda allowed fairgoers riding the Magic Skyway to travel back in time, comfortably in a Ford convertible. Pepsi, Ford Motor Company, General Electric, and the state of Illinois would hire Disney to master the first wave of audio animatronics, providing both the capital and experience to perfect a new way to bring characters to life and tell stories at the Disneyland park. The next 3 years would bring two of the most beloved A1 series audio animatronic attractions: Pirates of the Caribbean and the Haunted Mansion. But the next 3 years would also bring one of Disneyland's biggest creative setbacks: the death of Walt Disney. Even though Walt would only live long enough to see one scene completed from Pirates of the Caribbean, Walt Disney Imagineering painstakingly met Walt's legacy of perfection. But that was then, and this is now. As time moves on, so do possibilities. Parts get smaller, computers get more powerful, and today it seems Disney Imagineers can bring almost any character to life. Dragons in their castles, attraction hosts, ghosts, nighttime shows, this guy, villains, a damsel in distress, monsters, unexpected heroes, yetis, cars, whatever this guy is, the possibilities seem endless. And anything can come to life due to A100 and A1000 series animatronics. A great example of animatronic evolution, the original A1 series, Abraham Lincoln, contrasted with Garner Holt Productions' A100 series Lincoln and Alfred, with countless areas of articulation and animation, dangerously close to sliding into the uncanny valley, where it's natural to feel feelings of eeriness and revulsion when something feels too close to being human. The advancement of the A100 animatronics have entered us into an age where the most advanced characters ever imagined are being created and brought to life, making Walt's dream our reality. As we move into the future with these advanced characters, what happens when we combine technologies? Adding lighting effects, digital image mapping, or characters with projected faces able to sing, tell complicated stories, and convey the complexities that made us fall in love with them. Now imagine a future where we shift from pre-programmed animatronics to artificial intelligence, where we can interact with a character by throwing in a ball. Or attractions where free robotic characters can climb walls, fly through the air, swim through a lagoon. Free roaming, free standing, free flying, able to tell stories in a way they've never been told before. No longer required to be stationary for their programming, characters can now walk through scenes. Imagine a next wave of attractions where robotic characters are able to perform their own stunts. Imagine a Disney show where a human actor can step out of sight and let their stunt be performed by a flying robot. Man can't fly, but maybe a flying robot man can. No one knows what the future holds, but remember, anything is possible at Disneyland.
It's a new door, it's a new toy for us. We're having a lot of fun, and we hope we can really do some exciting things in the future.